skin. Leaves are falling where our story began. Your coffee cup still sits where you left it. Half-empty promises we couldn't defend. I trace the outline of your photograph. Memories fading, but I'm holding fast. The city lights blur through my window, like the clarity I lost when you had to go. And I know some loves aren't meant to stay. But darling, how can something so right feel like the sweetest mistake? There's beauty in the distance between us, stars that shine brightest when viewed apart. Your ghost still dances through empty rooms, the echo of heartbeats separated art. I wouldn't trade a moment we shared, even knowing how the story ends. There's beauty in the distance between us. Some loves never fade, they just transcend. Your favorite song came on the radio. I smiled through tears, I promise not to show. The space you left feels strangely sacred. A cathedral built of what we couldn't say. They say that time will dull the aching, but how do you forget what shaped your soul? The silent phone, your name unspoken. Some broken things are perfect in their own way. And I know we did what we had to do. But darling, how can goodbye still feel like coming home to you? There's beauty in the distance between us, stars that shine brightest when viewed apart. Your ghost still dances through empty rooms, the echo of heartbeats separated art. I wouldn't trade a moment we shared, even knowing how the story ends. There's beauty in the distance between us. Some loves never fade, they just transcend. Maybe in another lifetime, maybe in another lifetime, we would know how to make this right. But there's grace in accepting that sometimes love is just perfect timing gone wrong. Maybe the love that hurts the most is the one that teaches us the most. And in the space between heartbeats, I still hear you calling. There's beauty in the distance between us, stars that shine brightest when viewed apart. Your ghost still waltzes through these empty rooms, the echo of heartbeats separated art. I wouldn't trade a second we shared, despite knowing how the story ends. There's beauty in the distance between us. Some loves never die, they just transcend. And somewhere in the spaces between stars, I hope you feel it too. This beautiful distance still connecting me to you. Clouds drift by like memories of you, shifting shapes, changing hues. What was solid turns to mist, like promises we couldn't keep. The sky holds secrets in its blue, vast and deep, just like we knew. Your name carried on the breeze, whispering things I long to believe. The wind knows where you are tonight, touching your skin like I used to do, carrying fragments of what we were across distances we never knew. Like rain that falls but never stays, our love was meant for fleeting days. Yet in each storm that clears the sky, I find new reasons to believe that like clouds that drift but never die, just change their form before our eyes. Our love transforms but doesn't end, just whispers now upon the wind. Stars appear where sun once shone. Night's canvas painted where day has flown. The moon reflects what isn't there, a perfect metaphor for us. The horizon bends but never breaks, as sunset colors bleed and fade. In twilight's glow I see your face, transient beauty time can erase. The wind knows where you are tonight, dancing through your hair as you dream, carrying echoes of my heartbeat across the sky that hangs between. Like rain that falls but never stays, our love was meant for fleeting days. Yet in each storm that clears the sky, I find new reasons to believe that like clouds that drift but never die, just change their form before our eyes. Our love transforms but doesn't end, just whispers now upon the wind. If I could be the air you breathe, I'd tell you secrets stars confide. If I could be the sunlight's warmth, I'd touch your face one last time. In the space between raindrops, in the silence after thunder, there's a language only lovers know, speaking volumes without wonder. Like rain that falls but returns again, our love has cycles without end. In each storm that washes clean, I find the hope to still believe that like clouds that journey endlessly across the sky so vast and free, our love evolves but doesn't fade, more than whispers on the wind. The morning fog will lift again, revealing what has always been. A love as constant as the sky, as changing as the wind, as eternal as the horizon line, where endings and beginnings blend. Darkness deeper than before, silent echoes down the hall. I can't find the way to shore. Every step feels like I'm sinking in quicksand that pulls me down. But your voice keeps calling softly through the noise that tries to drown. When I'm lost in the night, when I can't see the light, you're the flame that never fades. You're my lighthouse in the storm. When the world goes black around me, you're the warmth that keeps me breathing. When the cold tries to surround me, in the darkest night your love shines brightest, a constellation guiding me home. You're my lighthouse in the storm, my beacon of hope when I'm alone. Dancing in my head, whispering I won't survive. Memories of things unsaid, haunting every compromise. But your hand reaches through shadows, pulls me back from the abyss. In a world of endless chaos, you're the one thing I can't miss. When I'm drowning in doubt, when I can't find my way out, you're the truth that sets me free. You're my lighthouse in the storm. When the world goes black around me, you're the warmth that keeps me breathing. When the cold tries to surround me, in the darkest night your love shines brightest, a constellation guiding me home. You're my lighthouse in the storm, my beacon of hope when I'm alone. They say the night is darkest just before the dawn appears. but with you beside me always, I've learned not to fear the years. Every shadow has a purpose, every pain leads to release. In your arms I've found my anchor, in your love I've found my peace. You're my lighthouse in the storm, when the world goes black around me. You're the warmth that keeps me breathing, when the cold tries to surround me. In the darkest night your love shines brightest, a constellation guiding me home. You're my lighthouse in the storm, my salvation. Darkness to reveal their truest light. In loving you I've learned this, hope always wins the fight. You're my lighthouse, shining through the night. Your perfume lingers on my coat, long after you've walked away. A hidden gift you never knew you gave, carrying me through the day. Like secret whispers only I can hear, notes of amber, rose and rain. The smallest traces of your presence here, making ordinary moments something more than plain. It's in the subtle things we miss, the gentle moments easy to dismiss. But when I close my eyes and breathe you in, I find the magic hidden in the air. These lingering scents of happiness, invisible to eyes but clear to hearts. The fragrance of love so understated, perfuming all the spaces that we share. No grand gestures, no dramatic scenes, just quiet drops of essence in between. The sweetest things are those we barely notice, until they fill the air we breathe. Morning coffee steam that curls your name, your laughter caught in curtain folds, the pillow that still holds your dreams, stories left for me to read alone. Fingerprints on glasses by the sink, bookmarks placed in chapters left to find. These tiny anchors keeping me afloat in oceans of routine that try to drown the mind. It's in the subtle things we miss, the silent language easy to dismiss. But when I pause and truly breathe it in, I find the beauty waiting everywhere. These lingering scents of happiness, invisible to eyes but clear to hearts. The fragrance of love so understated, perfuming all the spaces that we share. No grand gestures, no dramatic scenes, just quiet drops of essence in between. The sweetest things are those we barely notice, until they fill the air we breathe. We chase horizons and bright shooting stars, seeking joy in places grand and far, while all along the treasures that we need are hanging in the air for us to breathe. Like molecules of scent that dance unseen, the love around us floats in subtle streams, not shouting for attention, just existing in every breath between our words and dreams. These lingering scents of happiness, invisible to eyes but clear to hearts. The fragrance of love so understated, perfuming all the corners filters through the blinds, painting patterns on your face. I could spend forever just like this, watching time slow its pace. The world outside can wait a while as coffee grows cold on the stand. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here holding your hand. Every moment feels like treasure, every touch a work of art. In the everyday and ordinary, you've made extraordinary my heart. Every second with you is a second I wouldn't trade for all the riches this world could offer, or promises fortune has made. Every moment with you becomes etched in my memory, like constellations mapping our story in the universe of you and me. We laugh until our sides ache over jokes no one else would get. Dance barefoot across kitchen tiles to songs on an old cassette. The way you look at me sometimes like I'm everything you'll ever need makes me wanna freeze the clock and live in this love eternally. Every silence feels like music, every smile lights up the dark. In the simple acts of living, you've left fingerprints across my heart. Every second with you is a second I wouldn't trade for all the riches this world could offer, or promises fortune has made. Every moment with you becomes etched in my memory, like constellations mapping our story in the universe of you and me. They say true wealth isn't counted in gold, but in moments that take your breath away. In that case, loving you has made me the richest soul alive today. When doubts creep in and shadows fall, when the world seems too much to bear, I close my eyes and find my peace in knowing you'll always be there. Every second with you is a miracle I get to live, a blessing I never thought I'd find, a grace I never deserved to give. Every heartbeat with you becomes the rhythm I live to play, a melody of moments together that carries me through each day. So I'll cherish every second, every laugh, tear, and sigh, for time spent loving you is time that can never die. You try to hide, stories etched beneath your skin, fragments of a past you've buried, doors you're scared to let me in. I've seen the shadows in your eyes when certain songs begin to play, the words you choke on late at night, and memories you keep at bay. But darling, don't you know by now, I'm not looking for perfection. The cracks and broken places too are part of my affection. I love you as you are, not who you think you should be, with all your hidden chapters and the parts you fear to see, your flaws and contradictions, your different eyes. Your logic to my feelings, your sunrise to my night skies. Some days we struggle to translate the language that the other speaks, but in the spaces between words we find the truth that each heart seeks. So darling, let's agree right now, there's beauty in our differences. The way we bend but never break is what gives our love its significance. I love you as you are, not who you think you should be, with all your hidden chapters and the parts you fear to see, your flaws and contradictions, your virtues and your pain. I choose you as you are, again and again and again. Unfinished symphonies, learning and unlearning what it means to truly see. The courage isn't in being perfect, but in showing up unveiled, in trusting that my love won't waver when your defenses have failed. Every layer, every seam, with all your complications and abandoned dreams, your morning doubts and midnight fears, your laughter through your tears. I choose you as you are, through all our years. I'll choose you as you are. So bring your whole self to this table, lay down your armor at our door. There's room here for your entirety. That's what this love is for. Morning whispers through the blinds, your silhouette against the sun. Words unspoken yet so clear, in your eyes a universe unfolds. Traces of dreams across your skin, every breath a symphony. In this space we've made our own, time stands still yet hearts race on. The world outside may never know the magic that we hold so close, like petals open into the day. We bloom in ways words cannot say. In this golden light with you, time suspends, the world falls through. Every moment crystallized. In the warmth of your sunrise, two souls dancing intertwined, writing stories line by line. In this golden light we find love that transcends space and time. Gentle raindrops on the glass mirror tears of joy we've shed. Memories cascade like waves, washing over silent fears. Your laughter paints the darkest clouds with colors only lovers see. In your arms I found a home where my wandering heart can be. The seasons change, years may pass, but what we've built is meant to last. Like rivers flowing to the sea, we're drawn to our destiny. In this golden light with you, time suspends, the world falls through. Every moment golden light. Autumn leaves dance across the park where we first said hello. A stray cat watches from the bench where you told me you'd never go. Coffee rings on yesterday's news, maps of moments we've shared. The neighbors' wind chimes singing songs of how deeply we've cared. Some call it coincidence, I call it something more. Little miracles happening right outside our door. In fallen leaves and stray cat eyes, in rain that taps our window panes. In all the little things we miss, our love is spelled in everyday ways. No grand gestures or fairy tales, just quiet magic in mundane details. The universe conspired in whispers, not shouts, to bring this love about. Your keys left on the kitchen hook beside mine, they look just right. The way our shadows merge as one when we walk in street light. That bookstore where we both reached for the same tattered page. Two strangers meant to find each other on life's complicated stage. Some call it happenstance, I call it destiny. Subtle signs pointing the way to where we're meant to be. In fallen leaves and stray cat eyes, in rain that taps our window panes. In all the little things we miss, our love is spelled in everyday ways. No grand gestures or fairy tales, just quiet magic in mundane details. The universe conspired in whispers, not shouts, to bring this love about. The crossing light that made us wait that day when we were running late. The broken train that changed our path, the lost umbrella bringing you back. 1,000 tiny perfect things that seemed like nothing at the time were threads of fate connecting us through rhythm, reason, and rhyme. In fallen leaves and stray cat smiles, in morning light across our floor. In all the moments quickly past, our love grows deeper than before. No shooting stars or mountain peaks, just gentle wonder, ordinary weeks. The universe arranged in patterns so fine to make your heart find mine. So look closely at the simple things. The magic's hiding there in everyday miracles that show how much we care. Standing beneath this endless sky, your hand in mine feels like the truth. Stars scattered like memories of all the moments spent with you. Some constellations burn so bright, others whisper faint and blue, like people passing through our lives. stars, but none shine quite the way you do. They say that starlight takes years to reach us from above. I wonder if the universe arranged our paths to cross in love. Like stars that orbit one another, dancing through cosmic night, I pray our souls stay bound together beyond what meets the eye. Some stars burn out in brilliant light, others glow for endless time. I whisper wishes to the sky tonight, that you'll forever shine with mine. Scientists say we're stardust, fragments of ancient light. Perhaps that's why I recognized you the moment you came into sight. Two bodies pulled by gravity, like planets finding their way. In this vast and endless universe, some connections are meant to stay. They say that galaxies collide in slow celestial embrace. I wonder if our hearts were formed to meet across time and space. Like stars that orbit one another, dancing through cosmic night, I pray our souls stay bound together beyond what meets the eye. Some stars burn out in brilliant light, others glow for endless time. I whisper wishes to the sky tonight, that you'll forever shine with mine. If we are but tiny specks in this grand celestial scheme, then how miraculous it feels that of all the souls that gleam, yours found its way to mine against impossible odds. Like twin stars whose destiny was written by ancient gods. When I'm lost in darkest night, your light guides me safely home. In this universe of billions, I'm never truly alone. Like stars that orbit one another, dancing through infinity, I pray our souls stay bound together through all eternity. Some bonds transcend all distance, some loves defy all time. I cast my wishes to the stars tonight, that your light forever shines with mine. So count the stars with me tonight, make each one hold a prayer, that in this cosmic dance of life, we'll always find each other there. Coat as waves sing against the frozen shore. Our favorite place in summertime, transformed to something to explore. I trace your name in frosted sand that glitters diamond in moonlight. Stars reflect in the ice below, painting pathways through the night. They say that time and distance test what's truly meant to last and grow. And what we have transcends all space, a winter moon with inner glow. On this bright shore beneath the winter moon, I feel you closer than the stars above. Though miles may stretch between our reaching hands, nothing can diminish what we found in love. 1,000 miles or oceans apart, some bonds grow stronger through the space. This distance teaches us to cherish every moment we'll eventually embrace. The lighthouse beam paints golden paths across the mystery of the sea, like memories that shine and guide, showing what our love can be. Your laughter dances in the waves, your touch a promise on my skin. They wonder at my patient smile, not seeing how you live with closer with each rising sun. We understand what others never see, that distance tests but strengthens truest love. 1,000 miles but never truly apart, our stories dancing in the stars above. Each day brings us a moment closer to when our separate paths converge again in perfect time. So I'll smile here with the winter moon as witness to the joy that's drawing near. The frost just highlighting what still glows between two hearts that distance makes more dear. Between two souls the universe aligned, then taught to love beyond what eyes can see.